CEO Retreat is a great opportunity for all of those who are travelling with us for this week. Firstly, probably to get to know each other and build very strong commercial networks and friendships with each other. It is very much designed to try and challenge people in terms of their thinking about things. The week is a mix therefore of visits to companies, executive education and some academic insights into the differences in business culture between Germany and Ireland.
The German economy is a wonderful success story. It's almost the envy of most economies across the world, and it did a lot of things in terms of its transformation, but the key one was around its skills. It really focused on having an appropriate skills supply line, both at the top end, graduate end, but also at the vocational training end, making its engineering and its technical expertise the envy of the world.
People say believe the brand, and in Germany they just say no, believe the product. That's Mittelstand, I think, at its heart. And the big question for Germany now is, can it make the leap into technology? Is the next generation the generation that will develop the company, or will they destroy the company? So it's a very interesting time to be in Germany, but it's also a great opportunity for people outside Germany to come in with a different view, like the Irish, and say, actually, you're very good at making, we're very good at selling, let's do business.
There's a startup scene in Berlin which is just phenomenal. It arose from the energy of young people, from culture and arts, and that reminds me so much of what the dynamic is within Ireland.
It's great, it's a very enjoyable city to live in. From an entrepreneurial point of view, the ambition level and the speed that they want to go international very, very fast and very, very aggressively. And they'll fund that to that, they'll put a lot of money into a business to do that.
German market is a huge market on our doorstep, and we're not trading sufficiently with that market.
You think you have a very big task at hand, so you need a very complicated product to help you get there.
The program is very intense, it's full on. There's very few minutes of the day left to chance, is how I describe it. But that's good because if you look at the people involved, they have the capacity to take on a lot of information very quickly.
You go out now and buy Starbucks vouchers.
You look at the quality of the people that they put in front of you, and you think, I'm going to be in an environment where I learn a lot. And then you're surrounded by people where you're outside of the classroom environment and you learn even more. It's unbelievable.
And the beauty of business model innovation is that you still need the product. You still need the asset.
I did not realise the value that it brings and the people you meet and the stuff you get on a day-to-day basis. Like it's totally blown my expectations away.
We're spending a day in ESMT, which is one of the foremost business colleges in Germany. Now, the building that we're in is a really interesting place because it's the former seat of the East German government, and it's a really interesting context to bring 100 Irish business people to. I understand from the people who work here that actually there was a degree perhaps of pleasure taken by the German government after unification to convert this into a place where they would teach leadership, which was formerly in a place where actually they had failed leadership.
It's good to get away, just to I suppose zoom out from the business for a little while. Yeah, it's good. Gives you a little bit of perspective.
It's different in the project management.
The executive education piece today for me is really thought-provoking. It makes me feel a little bit irrelevant in the market, but it also broadens your ambitions, and that bit of it's been very exciting.
We had a session on tax, which I thought, this would be a bit of a yawn, and inside 10 minutes was probably one of the most interesting aspects of the programme. So fantastic, and the calibre of people that are talking to us is just very impressive.
Munich is going to be a really interesting place, a bit of variety, or not the same as people would have experienced in Berlin, but we're going to spend the day in BMW. BMW manufactures its 3 Series for Europe, literally 2 miles from the centre of Munich. And that really challenges you to think about how can they crack that, how can they manage to produce something like that in such a high-cost environment.
The level of automation going on here is just something else. And obviously we're not doing anything like this in Ireland. So seeing that making of something as complex as this and how the thought that goes into it it's mind-blowing.
I think it's important when people are going out under this particular competition that they remember they also have something to tell Germany too. Ireland has many success stories, and our brilliant businesses here are brilliant businesses throughout the world.
Looking at the nominees, you'd be very excited about the future of the Irish economy, the future of job creation, and actually just change in people's lives.
The networking, the contacts,
the exhaustion. All of that kind of makes a certain blend of discussion, dialogue. You know, I think you're building contacts, but building friendships also.
Everybody is behind you and everybody wants you to do well, and you know, it's that support that is fantastic.
You very much feel that you're part of a club and that the club is a very special club. Once you're in, and you can't be thrown out. For sure, I'll be here next year.